okay?
Yes.
All right, very good, thank you. If you haven't signed in again, please do so. We're trying to be safe and have that. I'm taking my mask off to speak, if that's okay also, because it's hard to say so many words with that on. So just want to welcome everyone here tonight. I'm Shelley Jusick. I'm the operations manager for Jackson Magazine. And you know, Jackson County teachers have been making a positive impact on the lives of their students for many years. And this year has been a challenging year, we know, for everyone, for the teachers, for students, for parents. And we weren't able to do our awards in May, and it was so sad. I walked by these awards every day feeling very sad that we hadn't given them out yet, but we're hoping that this makes up for it the best that we can. Northwest has been very fortunate this year. They actually had 7 out of the top 10 teachers rise to the top. That's pretty amazing. And there were over 80 nominations this last year, so that's pretty impressive too. And we just wanted to thank everyone for hosting us here tonight. Kelly, where are you? Thank you for all your help tonight at getting this started and helping us put this together in front of your amazing school. Since 2011, Jackson Magazine has been giving out these awards, and since 2014, we've actually been able to partner with Jackson Community Foundation and the Hearst Foundation to give out some money for that as well. Each of our top teachers, the top 4 teachers, receive a $1,000 grant that they will use either in their classrooms or for professional development. And the top teacher of the year wins $5,000, of which they can do whatever they choose. And we've had some interesting stories along the way. I think a couple years ago, one used their money to put their child through college. So we all know that that's important as well. Let's see, selecting these teachers, I want you to know, is very detailed. This is not just a random poll. These teachers go through a lot, and they can tell you this as well. Some of these teachers have been nominated more than once, and so they have to do this whole nomination process again. We have 3 separate committees that review these nominations, narrow it down to the top 10. Those top 10 will have 2 observations in their classrooms, and all of that data is then given to a 3rd committee who then makes the final selections based on all of that information. So it's a rigorous process, and I'm told it's even more rigorous than the top teachers for the state of Michigan. Each of our winners tonight of the top 5 will also receive their framed award tonight. We've had to lay them down. We don't want them to fall and break, unfortunately. And they were featured in Jackson Magazine in May. We did bring some extra copies, so if anybody wants more of those copies, we have them here tonight. We'll pull them out at the end of the event. I want to give a big thank you to our top teacher sponsors. We have the Hearst Foundation, Jackson Area Career Center, Jackson Community Foundation, CP Financial Credit Union, Jackson Area Career Center, I think I said that, Stowe Insurance Agency, and Sylvan Learning. And also, I want to give a big thank you to I've Been Framed and Picture This. They offer these awards for the teachers as well. So with all of those supporters, this is how we can put together this event and really make it a true award for the teachers. Now, if I could introduce one of our sponsors, I'd like to bring up Chrissy Siders. She's the president and CEO of CP Financial Credit Union to say a few words.
Impressed. We have been CP Financial Credit Union for 21 days. So I was really impressed that you got that in there. So, you know, CP Federal Financial, whichever one you want to call us, has had a rich history in partnering with schools, specifically our 13 connected community schools here in the Jackson County, as well as schools outside of the county, really to bring financial education to the youth and to our future. And so this is one of my favorite events for us to sponsor. And I also was saddened that we weren't able to get together in May to celebrate the teachers. This has been a challenging year, to say the least. And one of the things that I think I've recognized is that, you know, for us in the financial services industry, March came and you know, lots of places shut down, and we stayed open, and then the schools had to shut quickly, and then they had to get to a spot where I don't think any of us ever thought we would be come August. I know I didn't. You know, we as an industry have been able to spin back up, and the school industry has just literally been flipped on its side. And I was thinking about our purpose at the credit union, which is to inspire the pursuit of a life well lived, and I thought there is no better group of people that is doing that today than the teachers in our schools and the administration of the schools. I have a senior in high school this year, which I'm super thankful to have a senior and not a little, because it's stressful enough just having a senior in high school. And I have lots of friends who are teachers, some of which are teachers here at Northwest. And I actually was speaking to a friend of mine the other day, and she'd had a rough day, and I said, what do you need? What help can we provide you? And I think that that's kind of what I would echo throughout the rest of this year, and until we can get past this pandemic, is we just genuinely as an organization and myself personally want to make sure that we're reaching out to really the industry that's trying their hardest to inspire the pursuit of a life well lived and say, what is it that you need and what is the help that we can provide you? And I am so blessed to really stand alongside the teachers who have won these awards and who continue to really inspire the pursuit of a life well lived. So thank you for giving us an opportunity to support this. And I think I'm going to turn it over to Monica, who is the CEO of the Jackson Community Foundation.
We're all trying so hard with our masks and figuring out who's who, and you can't quite recognize everybody. So I really appreciate being here this afternoon, and there are 3 things I want to say. And the first thing is thank you. You don't hear it often enough, and we want you to know that we know you've worked hard, and for 7 of your teachers to be in the top 10 means that this district is doing something right. So congratulations and thank you. The second thing I would like to say is we appreciate you. When we decided to pitch in some dollars to align some grants and awards for teachers with the Hearst Foundation, that was our big motivation, is let's appreciate our teachers and show the quality, the innovation, and the excellence that we have in our local school districts. And the Top Teacher of the Year award has really done that. And the last thing I'd like to say is that your sacrifices are not unnoticed. So this is hard. Like, I can't even imagine. I work at a community foundation, so I get to meet people who love the community, and then we get to turn around and invest those dollars back into nonprofits and businesses and organizations that are doing great things, schools. And you guys, though, you give up time with your family. You sacrifice dinners and weekends. You coach. You do all of these things, and your extra work helps prepare our leaders for the future. So the students that you work with, we know, are going to be the leaders that come up and help us and our community grow in the future. And the Hearst Foundation and the Jackson Community Foundation are so thankful to have the resources to be able to make this investment, and you are making that investment worth it. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Now, before I give the awards to our top teachers, I want to recognize those that are here tonight that were in the top 10. And if I say your name, maybe we have you just wave so everyone can find you. Lisa Ebener, are you here? Lisa, congratulations. Julie Evers. And Matthew Snell. And Norfolk High School. You guys are awesome as well. I'm going to present the teachers who placed in the top 5 with their awards. When I call your name, I'm going to have you come up. I'm going to say a few words, and then we'll let you say a few words if you'd like, and then we'll have you step over there to get your picture taken and receive the award. And Chrissy Siders is going to help us give out that award as well tonight. So let's get started. Our first teacher is Jessica Crandall, our teacher at Northwest Elementary. Well, by the time Jessica was in 5th grade, she knew she wanted to be an art teacher, and now she's a 5th grade teacher herself, and she was an art educator for 850 students in grades 3 through 5 at the time of this award was announced in May. Jessica's created a rewarding and successful place for students who might not excel in other academic areas. And while the art might be free-flowing and organic, Jessica still had structure to her classroom, in contrast to the micro-conception that art rooms are just a fun class to go and play. In fact, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes prep that goes on in order to run her classroom effectively, starting with building and organizing her own curriculum. She utilized different models and approaches, including aspects of the arts integration, discipline-based arts education, visual thinking, and studio habit-of-mind approaches. Each year, her art class was kicked off with an entire school-wide collaboration project, which is representative of how each student plays a role in their community and in their school. We know that Jessica brings that same approach to her 5th grade classroom. Congratulations, Jessica.
Hello. First I want to thank Jackson Magazine and all your sponsors. Thank you for putting in the hours to recognize the excellence we have here in Jackson County. We're a very fortunate county to be home to so many excellent educators. To all of my fellow teachers, my colleagues, just wanted to let you know I see you and I appreciate you. I see the late night posts. I see the early morning alarm set. I see the hours. I see the things we are giving up in order to do a good job, especially this year. And from one educator and from a parent to another, I support you, I appreciate you, and I cannot give you enough thanks. And you are doing an amazing job. So thank you so very much. Thank you.
While they do that, I will go on with Amber Keithley. She's a 2nd grade teacher at Northwest Early Elementary. This teacher holds specific memories from her own teachers near and dear, and Amber has also made impactful memories for her own students and knows firsthand how significantly timeless those relationships remain. In fact, it's those relationships that are the most rewarding for the 2nd grade teacher. She believes that a child will not remember all the content as much as they will remember how they are feeling about learning about themselves and the class. Within the classroom, it's a work hard, play hard environment, and Amber leads learning instruction and administers formative and summative assessments, but also knows when to step back. Students help one another problem solve and task manage, prioritize, self-regulate, and praise each other. The cultural diversity of students and their families is also something that's proudly brought into that learning lab. She has 2 bilingual students and had included some key Spanish words and phrases daily. Congratulations, Amber.
I want to echo Jessica, her words of support as a teacher and a parent. I can't say it better than Jessica did, but what I want to say is that my team of 2nd grade teachers, we are really collaborating, and we are keeping each other on board with this whole teach online and in-person thing. We are teaching much, much differently this year than we have in years past, and in some ways, last year feels like a long, long time ago. But my team, you guys are resourceful and you are collaborative, and we are putting kids first, and that feels good. It feels good to work with kids every day. Thank you.
Next, I have Sarah Runkel, English Language Arts teacher at Northwest Kidder Middle School. Sarah cherishes the opportunity to connect with children passing through this tender and impressionable phase of life. She feels that this moldable quality means her impact can be long-lasting and help students on a firm path to success. Sarah has distinguished herself as a leader in her school and department in the 6 years she's taught at Kidder Middle School. She serves as chair for the Language Arts Department and is co-advisor for the school's chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. Sarah's gone the extra mile again and again to tweak her curriculum and receive feedback from colleagues and also try new approaches to ensure that she gets it right for her students. In fact, this is a great point of pride for Sarah, who acknowledges how happy she is when her former students make a point to catch up and show their appreciation for her guidance through all those formative years. Congratulations, Sarah.
Thank you. First, I wanted to offer my thanks to Jackson Magazine. It's an honor to be here. It's a privilege to stand before you today. I also wanted to take a minute and encourage you to thank a teacher. It kind of echoes the messages we've been hearing, but truly reach out, send that email, write a note, thank a teacher. I know I have 2 small boys, and I owe a thank you to Mrs. Moore, Mrs. McKnight, Mrs. Ledford, Mrs. Keithley, and Mrs. Wanless. Thank you for loving my children. Thank you for taking care of them.
Well, not only did Northwest have 7 of the top 10, they had the top teacher of the year. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Marnie Haid, teacher and advisor for the Communication Arts program at Northwest High School. Marnie's commitment to putting students first and her leadership of a standout communication arts program at Northwest High School have led her to being named the 2020 Top Teacher of the Year by Jackson Magazine. Marnie serves as a teacher and advisor for the Communication Arts program. It's a post that requires her to wear multiple hats and to be in multiple places as she works with students in grades 9 through 12. Her classes fall under the umbrella of Communication Arts and include all of the following: yearbook, introduction to broadcasting, advanced broadcasting, digital media photography. She also teaches Senior Forum, a class that helps students discover their resources for finances for their post-secondary education. To enhance that learning, Marnie also fostered relationships with professional communication art programs throughout South Central Michigan, including working with Jackson College and media like JTV, MLive, Jackson Citizen Patriot, WILX. Students have opportunities to job shadow, earn articulated college credit, publish and post their work in professional outlets, and work with community organizations on special projects. She's really taken the classroom outside into the community. But that's not all. She also networks with communication arts educators to share ideas and provide competitive forums for those students. Those organizations include the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association, the Journalism Education Association, Walsworth Publishing, Quill, and Scroll National Journalism Honor Society, as well as others. She's also involved in a multitude of professional associations related to the communication arts education and practice. She serves as the school district's service coordinator and heads up the Give Hope Disaster Relief Trip program. And this year, Marnie and volunteers built a Habitat for Humanity house in the Jackson area. Congratulations, Marnie.
What would the communication arts teacher be without a typed speech? So, once again, I'm just so blessed and so lucky, like all of us are, to be able to get to do this job. And thank you so much for this incredible honor. And I've been blessed to work with the Community Foundation for a number of years in a variety of roles. And Jackson Magazine has always been wonderful to us, including taking my kids as job shadow students over the years. This year has given me in particular, but I think it's given all of us in the last few months, opportunities to count and what our blessings are and what our silver linings are. I am so lucky that I get to spend time with energetic and creative minds who every single day surprise me because of how deeply they're invested in our students and our community. Even through what seems like the worst odds imaginable, and they feel overwhelming for many of us, they make every day better. They make it better for their peers. They make it better for our soccer team. They obviously make it better for all of our students. Their grit and determination and the depth of their hearts makes what seems impossible completely possible. I'm so fortunate that in the last 25 years, don't know how that happened, I've been able to work with amazing human beings in my classroom, in extracurricular activities, in community service, and their curiosity and enthusiasm in all of our activities makes every day an interesting adventure. And I am blessed in every sense of the word, as I think we all are, that we actually love, with all capital letters, what we do. So I want to give a shout out to thank not just my colleagues, but my kids, because my kids are making this work too, as I think they all are in all of our rooms. They're making every day possible, just like their families are. So thank you, appreciate it. And once again, mad shout out to our peers and our kids and our families, because we are legit. As my yearbook kids know, we listen to Disney Pandora every day. We are all in this together.
To wrap up this presentation, I'd like to introduce Adam Stowe from the Stowe Insurance Agency to offer some closing comments.
Hey everybody, my name's Adam. I'm with the Stowe Agency, Nemic Insurance. I'll keep this short and sweet. I recognize a lot of you out of there. A lot of you have won some of our grants, or we've talked on the phone pretty recently. Hi Sarah. So we're really happy that we're able to be a sponsor of this event. I think it's the second or third year we've been sponsoring it. It's an awesome event. I know all of you guys go above and beyond, and honestly I can't even imagine all the difficulties and obstacles and everything, but you guys are still here and you're making it work, and I think that's pretty awesome. One thing I did want to mention, grants. We got grants, we got book grants for your classrooms, for professional development. Just check out our website, stoweinsuranceagency.com. Just wanted to kind of push that, and I got some closing words here. So once again, thank you to all our sponsors, committee members, and others involved in the process of selecting and providing funds for these amazing teachers. You can see that it is a very detailed process, and this year's selections are very worthy of the honor bestowed on them. Nominations are now open for next year's awards, so don't delay. You can go to Jackson Magazine's website, which is jacksonmagazine.com, and complete your nominations. Otherwise, thanks for coming out, everybody. Congratulations to our winners, too.
Just another reminder, we do have some extra magazines over here. If anyone would like to pick some of those copies up, please feel free. And please go to our website. Please nominate other teachers. October 16th is the deadline for the 2021 top teacher. And we really want to see some of those amazing teachers being nominated, especially in this era of challenges. Thank you again for coming out. I appreciate it.